السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. هلو ديرز، وحشتوني جدا جدا. يلا بينا النهاردة نتكلم على Connect Plus 4 Unit 1 Lesson 3. يلا جاهزين؟ لو جاهزين يلا بينا. ما ننساش نعمل أول لايك وشير وكمان سبسكرايب and let's start.
Lesson 3 Language. Today we will learn about our brain. Our brain. You know this. Brain. Okay. Main vocabulary we will study and start with main areas of the brain. Main areas. We mean the important parts. Okay, let's start with this shape. We can see cerebrum, this part. The front part of our brain, cerebrum, cerebrum, and the back part, cerebellum, cerebellum. Okay, and here, this part, the brain stem, the brain stem. So we talk about three important parts of our brain now: cerebrum, cerebellum, and the brain stem. Okay, and in this side, we can see two halves. What is the meaning of two halves? This one half and this one half. So both of them, we call this two halves. Two halves of our brain. What is the name of each one? This left one, left hemisphere. Left hemisphere. So this part, hemisphere on the left side. And the next one, right hemisphere. Right hemisphere. The hemisphere on the right side. And now let's go to know more about extra vocabulary. Solving problems. Solving problems. Thoughts. Thoughts, of course. Memories. Memories. These actions that happen for you in the past. So we call these memories. Choices. Choices, if you have many options. So we call these choices. Creative activities. Creative activities. Launch. Launch. Cookery. Cookery. Disappointed. If you wish to do something or have something, but it doesn't happen, you can say, I'm disappointed. You feel, you can say, a sad feeling. Okay. Movement. Movement. To move your body from place to another place. Balance. Balance. Okay. And now we will move to vocabulary study. What does it here? What does it mean? What do we have here? We have here the words for the three main important parts of our brain, and we will know about each one of them. Let's check what is the job for each one. The cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the brain stem. The cerebrum. What is the job for this? Controls our senses, our five senses, thoughts in your brain, how we speak, how we can speak in our way, and our memories. Memories, as we said, about past actions that happen for us. Okay, the next one, the cerebellum. What is the job for it? Controls movement and balance. Movement for our body and balance. Okay. The brain stem. What is the main job for this? Joins the two parts of brain. Do you remember two parts that we talk about it now? Left hemisphere and right hemisphere. So those are the two parts of the brain. This is a definition or description for three main parts in our brain. And now we will move to conjugation of verbs. Let's read it and listen carefully. Please try to repeat after me to can say it in a correct way. Regular verbs. Ask, asked. Pay attention here. This letter in the past is silent. Don't say this. Say asked, ask, asked. answer, answered, want, wanted, look, looked, paint, painted, remember. If you have ed in your brain book, in this part, remove it. It may be typing mistake. So it's in here in the letter R. Remember, remembered, join, joined, like, liked, smile, smiled, move, moved, use, used, practice, practiced, tidy, tidied, control, controlled. And now we will move to irregular verbs, present and past. Be, am, is, are. Those are the parts for verb to be. Am, is, are. The main verb is be. So all of these shapes of verb to be, the past of it was and were. To be informed that be, am is exactly, we call this, the past from this was. And are, the past from this were. So was is the past for am and is, were the past for are. Do and does, both of them, the past is did. Have or has, the past is had. One past form for two present words. Let, read, read. Here to remember that the past from verb read is the same spelling but different pronunciation. Different pronunciation. Here is read, but here is read. Say, said. Choose, chose. Speak, spoke. Know, knew. Draw, drew. Take, took. Run, ran. Those are the end of, this is the end of irregular verbs. Let's go now to know more about our brain, the main parts of our brain, and so on. There are two halves or hemispheres. These hemispheres, two halves, as we said before, of hemispheres in our brain. Okay, the left hemisphere, this left hemisphere is important for, now we will speak about the job or the main missions for this part. It's important for math, to help us to solve math problems, science, and solving problems. Okay, so this is the job for this part of our hemisphere. To in math, help us to think about math problems, science, and solving problems. So we speak about thoughts. We use the right hemisphere. This right hemisphere is creative activities. We speak about creative activities such as what? Such as art and music. Art, الفنون, and music. Okay, so those are the main jobs for hemispheres. Now you can see from these pictures the parts of our brain, left hemisphere, right hemisphere, and the main parts of our brain in general. Cerebrum, this part, cerebellum, this part, and the brainstem, this part which connected two sides of our hemisphere. Our brain controls how we move. Now we will speak about our brain in general. This brain in general. So what is the job for this brain in general? Control how we move. How we move, okay, our body, what we remember in our mind, and the choices we make. Choices to take a decision for something, for any problem, for doing something for yourself in the future. This is choice. The three main areas of the brain are, now we will speak about these main areas. 1, 2, 3. What are these? The cerebrum, this part, the cerebellum, this part, and the brainstem, this part. and they all have important jobs. Let's check about one by one. The cerebrum controls our senses. We have 5 senses. We talked about this in previous lesson. Thoughts, your ideas, your information, your behaviors, and like that. How we speak, our way of speaking, and our memories. Our memories, the actions happen for you in the past. The cerebellum controls movement and balance. Movement and balance. The brainstem join these 2 parts here. Join these 2 parts, left hemisphere and right hemisphere, joined together through this brainstem. Joins the 2 parts of the brain. Okay, that is. This is general idea about main parts of our brain and what is the job for each part. And now let's go for the part of read and learn. We will read and learn about weekend trip. A weekend trip. It is Saturday, so there is no school. What are we doing today, Mom? So the conversation here between mom and her children asks Karima. Okay, so Karima asked about what they should do on that day. We have to tidy the lounge. Mom requests to tidy the lounge. Then you can choose what you want to do, says mom. So mom give them mission to do first, to tidy the lounge, and after that they can choose anything they would like to do. Karima's brother Adam smiles. Adam now smiles. I know what I want to do. So he's very interesting to do something. He says, let's go to the park. He would like to go to the park. We can run and play. He interesting to do some actions. He would like to run and to play at the park. I want to practice football. He want to practice football. What about the others? Karima looks disappointed. Now we remember this word, disappointed. When you feel unhappy, when you feel you wish to do something but it doesn't happen, or you are a little sad. What is the matter? Can you see this question? We studied this question in grade 3 before this year. What is the matter in مشكلة? Asks mom. I like the pork. Karima answers. She liked the pork, but here's something else will happen. I wanted to do something creative this afternoon. She would like to do something creative, not only to go to the park and run as her brother wants. I would like to draw or paint a picture. She would like to do something creative. Can you see the example? Something creative like draw or paint a picture. This is creative action. Adam goes to the park every week. So she said comment about Adam as he doing the same activity go to the park every week. So Karima always does drawing, says Adam. So Adam answer now. He doesn't agree with Karima's talking. Karima always does drawing. هي طول الوقت بتعمل drawing. Mom smiles. I think we can all be happy today. So mom now has a solution. Let's go to the park. Okay, we can play there. And we can take pencils and paper with us. So she has now a solution for this problem. To go to the same place where Adam would like to go, and at the same time, we can make activities for Karima as she wants through taking the pencils and paper with us. You can draw in the park too. So Adam can play, Karima can draw in the park. But first, let's tidy the lounge. She returned back, mom, for the first mission she would like them to do, to tidy the lounge. In this part, finish the text of the trip. And now let's go for grammar part. Grammar study. In the beginning, we would like to remember together about verb to be, about verb to do, and verb to have, how we can use it with nouns and pronouns. Let's start with verb to be and the form of verb to be here. We have three shapes of verb to be: am, is, and or. Each one we can use with some nouns and some pronouns. I, always the friend with am. I am. All the time, I and am are friends in verb to be. He, she, it, or singular noun. Singular noun like what? Like the name of anything, any person, any animal, or any place. Singular noun like Mona, Noha, Ula, Muhammad, Ali, like a place, hospital, bank, school, like any animals, cat, fish, dog, like anything around you, pencil, eraser, board, anything. So these are singular noun. And all of these we can use is. He is, she is, it is, or any singular noun is. One thing or one person or one place or anything, just one. You, we, they are plural noun. The plural of singular. The plural like schools, like homes, like people, like what else? What is this? We can say pencils, pens, books. Those are plural noun. So in this case, we are using are. You are, we are, they are, or plural noun, we're using are. Now we will move to verb to do, which has two parts, do and does. Let's check do. We're using do with what? I, you, we, they, or plural noun. We are using this with do. Do. I do my homework. We do our missions, for example, anything. And does, we using does with he, she, it, or singular noun. Does. Be attention. With do and does, if you would like to make it a negative, we use not. The same for verb to be. If you would like to make it a negative, we use not. And the same also for verb to have. When we will go here, we will use not. Okay, let's check for verb to have. We have two words, have and has. Have, we are using have with I, you, we, they, or plural noun. I have my tools, for example. I have my things. You have, we have, they have, or plural noun have. He, she, it, or singular noun with has. Has. She has, it has, he has, or any person name. The Yusuf has, for example, brown eyes, for example. So we use has with singular noun or he, she, it. This is just a revision, and we already have many examples before. Let's go now to remember together the present simple tense. We already studied it before, but we need to remember it from time to time. That's why we can talk about it now. The present simple tense we talk about. Let's hear to describe it. We use it to express facts or habits. Facts, something really true, or habits, like something I'm doing this all the time, every week, every day, every year, whatever, like that. So it's happened many times. Okay, we need to understand the affirmative part. Affirmative part, or we would like to make a sentence. Sentence in the present simple tense. How we can do that? We use the verb with I, he, she, it, you, we, or they as a pronoun. And also we can use it with noun. Noun could be singular, or plural. Singular or plural. طيب, let's check here. If I use the pronouns I, the verb should be infinitive, like, the main verb. Okay, or I can use you, we, they with the verb infinitive also. So here we're using this case, I, you, we, they, or plural noun. Plural noun. In this case, we use the verb infinitive. Infinitive, it means the verb without any addition, without s, without es, without ies, it's not in the past, it's in present. The verb itself without any addition, بدون أي إضافات. طيب, when we can use it with addition, نضيف له حاجات إمتى? If I speak with he, pronoun, she, pronoun, it, pronoun, or singular noun. In this case, we add s to the verb or es or ies. Let's talk about each one here in these examples. We have examples here. We have to tidy the lounge. We coming with the verb aho, infinitive. I want to do something creative this afternoon. Here, this is verb infinitive. The verb in infinitive without any addition. طيب, if I talk about here, we have another examples. I like the park, also the verb in infinitive. Karima always. Here we speak about singular. Karima, singular noun. That's why if singular noun, what we will do? Singular noun, we will add to the verb s or es or ies. Here, the verb is does. Does, the verb end with o. Now we will speak more details about that. Does drawing. So we have addition to the verb. The main verb from this is do, but with singular noun. Here we have singular noun, so we will use it with addition. What is the addition for this? Es. طيب, when I have to add s, when I have to add es, when I have to add ies. I will tell you about each one now. Let's go here. We add s or es to the main verb if the subject is he, she, it, or singular noun, as we mentioned before. So example here, he plays football with his friend. Okay, he likes watching TV. Let's go for the first one. He plays football with his friends. So we add here to the verb s. Mom likes watching TV. We add to the verb s. So these cases to add s. When we can add es. Let's go to check this. We add es to the verb that end with, if we have a verb end with double s, sh, ch, o, or x, we add to the verb es. Like this example. شفتوا الexample بتاع does? The verb end with do. That's why we add es to the verb. If the subject, لو السبجect عندي singular, يبقى الverb I will add s or es. هنا I added es. Why? Because the verb end with o. طالما الverb end with o, so I have to add es. Okay, example here. Go, goes. The verb end with o. That's why we add es. Watch, ch, watches. Brush, sh, brushes. Miss, double s, misses. Okay, so these are examples when we can add es to the verb. امتى بضيف es؟ لو كان السبجكت singular. لو كان السبجكت الفاعل singular أو he أو she أو it. Examples. Adam goes to the park every weekend. Can you see Adam singular noun? Goes, the verb end with o. That's why we add es to the verb. ليه ضفنا للverb؟ عشان subject الفاعل هنا singular noun. She دي بتخلينا to add to the verb. So brush, brushes. So the verb here end with sh. طالما end with sh, we have to add to the verb. What I will add? S or es? Es. Why? because the verb ends with sh. So I will add es. Brushes her teeth before going to bed. Like that, we can say we remembered present simple tense. We can remember how we can use it when we add s, when we add es, when we add ies. Let's check quickly the negative part to remember it. In the negative part, we add not with do or does. Do or does helping me to make the verb infinitive. But it will not alone. It will be don't or doesn't. Okay, when I have to add don't with I use don't with the verb. Don't like, don't play, don't speak, like that. Don't before the verb. And I can add don't also with you, if the subject you, if the subject we, if the subject they, or if the subject, plural noun. If the subject, plural noun. Here I will add don't to the verb. When I add doesn't, I add doesn't to make the verb negative. I will do it. Doesn't like, doesn't play, doesn't speak, doesn't study. So I use doesn't when the subject is he or she or it or singular noun. Like Karima doesn't like, Adam doesn't like. This is singular noun. Or she doesn't like, or he doesn't like, or it doesn't like. That is. What about interrogative form? Interrogative form to make a question. If I would like to make a question, yes, no question that start with do or does, or question word, using a question word that we are using this with do or does or did. Here, also the same. As we doing in this negative, we will do also in the interrogative. Do, okay, to use it with I. If I create a question using pronouns I will start the question with do. Do I like football? Do I like? Type. What else? Do with you, we, or they. The same. You, we, they. You, we, they. Or plural noun. Remember this. Or if I would like to ask using plural noun. For example, do families like this park? هل الفاميليز بيحبوا this park? Do families. Families, plural noun. This is example. Okay, so when I can use does to create a question, does, if I ask using he, ask about he, does she, or does it, or does singular noun. Singular noun to ask, does Muhammad like this pork? Does Karima like this pork? Does Adam like this pork? This is singular noun. So here I will use does. Or does he, does she, does it like. This is a general idea for present simple tense. Now we can say we finished this lesson. I would like to thank you so much for watching this video. See you next video, inshallah. But don't forget to make like for the video, share, and subscribe. See you next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.